What are you wearing?
A Canadian tuxedo.
Canadian
And I'm a hockey player. Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Let's go Blues.
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues. Let's go Blues.
Presented by Scott Credit Union. Your safe.
BlueNote Fan Report. Aloha and mahalo. Welcome to the BlueNote Fan Report. I am Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and this is a late night edition. As this game and the one on Saturday will start at 9 p.m. Is that right? No, 9:30. Central Standard Time, St. Louis Standard Time, and that's 5 o'clock, 5:30 Hawaii Standard Time. So it's right now 5 p.m. I think it's 9 p.m. in St. Louis. I think the only one going to stay here. Oh, did they? Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh man, I was working. I started working today at 4:45 a.m. and I ran till about 2 and took a little nap. So did the Blues sign Blaze today? Wow. You know what? I have to say I'm sorry. I almost have to, you know what? Interesting. Internet is really like completely junkified. Oh no, he did sign a contract extension. Wow. Why can I not get what I want? Take me to cap friendly. That's it. Not the trade, not recent trades and all this other. Oh, okay. It's just showing it all. That's why. Wow. It is obvious what the Blues have done, and it's not. I'm not happy with it, to be honest with you guys. Sammy Blaze signed him for $1 million for 1 year. I don't know. I think there's better ways. I think there's better ways to. Okay, 1 year extension. Everybody's telling me 1 year extension. I just seen it. Yeah, I'll try. I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be on Saturday, though, Brad. Just pay attention to Twitter, my friend. That's the easiest way. Oh, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best, and I'll try and remember. Okay, buddy. Blue Jackets goalie going to Vegas. Yeah, that was they got it. They got Quick from the Kings, and Quick will never play for the Blue Jackets as they trade him. Kevin. No, he's not. Okay, I don't think he's a decent player. He's a below average player. Okay, and this is the thing. Remember? Okay, hold on. Did anybody see the Rangers game today? Anybody see the Rangers game? See the Rangers game? Raise your hand. Show me it with your hands raised or something like that you saw the Rangers game today. Yes, I know they lost, but did you see the Rangers game today? Come on. Where are you guys at? Marianne, Brad Pond, Jose Figueres, Jose Dynamite. He's got a show tonight. I don't know where at. I heard him talking about it on the radio, but he's got a show tonight. Marianne, listener. It might have been. I think that's what it was. I mean, it could have been. One of Jake Neighbors' jersey. Jake Neighbor, the only jerseys I think that you could get now that you could be guaranteed to have on for a while would be Thomas, Kyrou, and Neighbors. All right, those are the only three that I could see right now. Tarasenko today put in did another one of his one-handed goals. Got behind the defense. I mean, he's playing revitalized because he's playing offense, right? Yeah, I was seeing that a little bit with him in power play points. But here's the thing: the Blues haven't scored a power play goal in forever, right? I don't know. He's just got a long way to go with me, Well, hold on, Shocks. He got called lazy by Boomer Esiason, and the sheep. Nah. Yeah, he got to go be happy. He got to go be happy. I disagree, Kevin. I know. Yeah. I agree with that, Darkness. Right? I absolutely agree. And the signing of Blaze. Blaze is nothing but a Berube coach. It actually signifies that Berube will be here at least one more year. Tammy Pemberton, queen of the Blue Note fan report when Ashley's not here. Hi, Tammy. John Hefter, Gloria Seeper, Tammy, Marianne, Brad, and Jose and Marianne. You all put your Maryland, sorry. You all put your hands in the air. Tonight's game, this is the one that one of the five that I thought the Blues had a chance to win. Right? But I'm not sure. Well, if they do, then we end up with the 32nd pick overall. Right? I think the Rangers in Toronto did too much. Oh, I was talking about this earlier. Today, I got 4 guys from Canada in my car, and 2 of them grew up with Robert Thomas and played with him. They were showing me pictures of him and that. They said that they're not connected anymore, but they were showing pictures of that. I was talking about, making too many moves, and both of them agreed with me. Or all 4 of the guys agreed with me, and then they were talking about, I was talking about all the moves the Blues made, and I said, to me it looks like the Blues have gone all in for a system that wins the cup once every 10 to 15 years. And they were like, when I was just saying that to a buddy of mine. He's like, yeah. So, well, you know what? Here's the problem, man. You still have a chance to drop down 2 spots. Right? I don't think we'll be in the top 6. I don't. I honestly don't. I think the best we could do is 7. And if we get 7, the best we could draft would be 1, 2. Our draft pick would either be 1, 2, 7, 8, or 9. More than likely, it would be 7. Right? We're not gonna fall below Chicago. That's for sure. Yeah. Mike, that's not a true statement. That's not a true statement, bud. Because you can only go, they're only picked 2 spots. They changed the lottery. It's not picking 3 like it used to be. It's only picking 2. Right? And the event, it's more highly likely that 2 teams below you get drafted, get picked above you, than you getting the 1 or 2 pick. I don't see it. I do not see, with the way they've set up the lottery now, it is highly likely that teams 1 through 5 or 1 through 4 are going to get that top pick. Right? And the way they do the lottery, I mean, it's almost no lottery at all. Right? I don't like the lottery. I don't like the lottery system one bit. Right? To me, I think it should be a true freaking lottery. Right? You just keep picking balls until all 15 spots are filled. Right? And where you get, you get. Right? That's the way I think it should be. Right? 1 through 16. Right? The only way we get a top 6 is if we're in that position, and I don't think we will be. Right? I don't think we will be. Now, let me also say that having those 2 lower first round picks could get you a top 10 pick to go along with our top 10 pick. Right? You could put those 2 picks and another pick and move up. Right? You could use that 3rd round pick you get from the Rangers and move up. But I don't know if they're going to do it. Marianne hates the lottery. I think it should be a true lottery. Right? And then again, the lottery was supposed to prevent teams from tanking. Holy crap. Look at all the teams tanking this season. Right? And the NHL says they're not happy with it, but they're absolutely happy with it. If they weren't happy with it, and there's the other thing is the circumvention of the salary cap. And I talked about this with Shaggy the other day. I talked about that, Matt Lowe, and he didn't score to Forsberg, he scored to Vladdy. Vladdy did to Vladdy. He did the same thing for the Rangers that he did against the Rangers. And actually, I think that's the second time. No, because the teams that were in the playoffs don't enter the lottery. Only the teams that miss it. No. The teams that don't make the playoffs don't go in the lottery. Just the teams that don't make the playoffs. Yeah, you might be right, Jose. No, I don't, Marianne. I absolutely don't agree with that. I absolutely don't. Teams that are in the playoffs should not have a shot at the first round pick. Right? Well, think about this. Remember a couple of years ago when during the bubble, right? But look at the bubble and the Rangers who lost in the play-in round ended up with the second overall pick. They're not being punished. Why are they being punished? I don't see them being punished. I'm certainly not going to reward them. Right? Yeah, I'm with that, Darkness. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. This system just doesn't work. Because we are, because we're gluttons for punishment. Because we're such fans that we would rather watch them go out there and play absolute crap than not watch hockey at all. Right? And that's why they're showing the short time. Where are we at? No, I do not. And Marianne, I disagree. Teams that are in the playoffs, teams that make the playoffs should never have because then that's the rich getting richer and the poor getting poor. That's exactly what that is. Right? Yeah, okay. Dark chances are bad teams will remain bad teams even if they get Gretzky 2.0. Maybe. Southeast Missouri wins tonight. Move on to the semifinals of the OVC. Well, that's different because it's not their pick. It's somebody else's pick. We're used to the pain, absolutely. I don't think this team. I don't think that this talent, the team traded away all its talent. I absolutely believe that. Ted Dieterman, Jason Nichols, Ryan Green, John Hefner, Tammy Pemberton, Gloria Seeper, Marianne Holmes, Brad Pond, and Jose Figueres. Thank you for putting your thumbs in the air. I appreciate that, Ryan Green. No, he doesn't. He's still not going to do it. He's had it, and we're still going nowhere. Yeah, Joe, but we shouldn't be. And I've talked about this. Why? That's the big thing. I don't think it should have happened. I like that, Jose. That's pretty good. I think it's just a better way to the lottery because many times. Well, okay, because those are teams that are just bad and don't get any better, man. That's why, Marianne. City soccer home opener this Saturday night, and the Blues play also. I'll be driving. Hopefully, I'll be on for the Blues game. It won't be good with how many long-term awful deals we have. We don't have. Dan. How many awful long-term deals do we have? How many? Tell me. I'd like darkness. This is the one that I want you. I really. Tell me why you think these are awful deals. I need to know that. Yes, you are. Yeah, he played the other night too. Kapanen, without the R. No, we're not shark hunting. They're BlueNote hunting. Cutting. I don't think Krugs is awful. Borrekos is probably the worst of the two, but that ain't gonna last long. Well, Thomas and Kyrie, first of all, those deals haven't started yet, so there's a chance neither one of them plays for you anymore. You know, the way this is going, they're not Berube-style players, and maybe they just get rid of it. Falk's Falk's got like 3 or 4 more years left, I think. Right? I was just looking at that. Yeah, Falk signed to 26, 27. Krug signed to 26, 27. Parayko deal is the one that ends in 29, 30. Parayko is the one that's around here for a long time. And they're all making the same money. Falk, Krug, and Parayko are all making $6.5 million. Letty, the only defenseman that's not signed beyond 23, 24 is Scandella, who you guys all hate. Robert Bortuzzo, who will probably retire. He's 33. I think he retires. Tucker's an RFA. And then Rosen. And Rosen making $762,000. Rosen will probably go back down again. Right? You still have Neighbors on injured reserve. I don't know when he's supposed to come back. I don't think he'll play the rest of the season. Right now, the projected cap space for next season is $8.5 million, and you have 17 players under contract. So you still have 6 players to sign. Right? 6 players to sign. That flat cap is killing everybody. I mean, that's what it is. And to me, the NHL, the cap should have gone up more than $1 million next year. Right? That's obvious to me. I think that the cap should have gone up more than $1 million. Okay. I can see some of that. Shark taco. I don't see that coming. I see it hard because they all got no trade clauses. Sharon wouldn't have worked here, I don't think. That he has. It's not just, it's hurting a lot of teams, but for me, what's hurting this team more than anything else is poor coaching. There's 6 players left. 7. All right, it's 5. It's either 5 or 6. I think it's 6. Right? And Kairu's an iffy one. Kairu got a ring, but he didn't play during the playoffs. He only played like 12 games that season or something like that season. But he got a ring. Let's see. You have Bortuzzo, Bennington, Thomas, Parayko, Shen, and Blaze, because Blaze came back. So 6. No trade clauses will still be around. That's not going anywhere. That's going to be something agents are always going to want. We heard that rumor, but we don't know how solid that rumor is. I disagree with that. I think a lot of times people in these organizations spread these rumors on purpose. I'll pronounce it any way I want to, Ryan Green. I'll pronounce it any way I want. In fact, I'll prove how it's pronounced. My glasses are messed up. Belay. Sammy Belay. There you go. That's how you say it. Yeah, we are missing the playoffs. Yeah, it should be. It should be. Not with this play. I disagree with this play. Right? They're saying that you could see some Blues players for the last time potentially. The only one I can see getting traded right now is the goalie, and I can't think of his name right now. Grace. AHL. He might. Right? Levo could go. I guess Levo could go. Yeah, I seen that, Tammy. I heard it too. Yeah, it has, and I'm not happy with it. I think that I think that we've set this organization back 5 to 10 years. Hey, we're sitting on a sign here. That's how I think about that. I think he does. If I was him, I would, but he ain't going anywhere. He is not going anywhere. Yep. And actually, I mean, that might be for Quick. Might be a better. Quick may have ended up in a better spot. The Kings did him wrong, but he may end up going to the Western Conference Finals now. I don't. I'm not completely with you there, Jason. Right? I do believe that they should. I do believe people that run websites should have the opportunity to attend press conferences if they want to, and should have the opportunity to interview players. However, I don't think any business ever wants to tell you. There's no business out there that wants to tell you what they're doing because other businesses take advantage of it. That's quite possible. That could quite possibly happen. I'll tell you what, I saw, you know what? You know what, Jason? I can prove my point to you right here, right now. Right? Give me a second. I'm going to show you something that proves my point. Okay, I'm about to prove my point, right? I have an item in my hand that only exists because a company told everybody else what they were going to put out before they put it out, right? They had it invented. They had it invented. It was. They just didn't have the production of it. They were working on the production of it, right? And this thing I have in my hand exists today because of that. Because they announced that they were going to put this product out and it was going to revolutionize the industry. The product that they put out was called Country Squares. The product that was invented because of Country Squares is this. Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are the #1 toaster thing in the world, and they were invented because I think it was Post put out Country Squares, put out that they were coming out before they were ready to produce them. Kellogg's reversed engineered the Country Square, came up with Pop-Tarts, and Pop-Tart blew up, and Country Squares no longer exist. That is why businesses cannot tell you what they're doing, cannot always tell you what they're doing, because it can be used against them. Right? So that Bush Navage. Right? And not only that, the ones that I have here are Eggo Pop-Tarts. And Kellogg's, the guy that made Eggos, got him before there. Oh, AC generator. Ha 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 ha. Oh my goodness. Yep. Somebody watched the same program that I watched. Yep. Right? They cut little the little thing, the little hole in it. But Tad, you gotta admit, I make a really good point based on that. Go back to what Jason had said about them being secretive from press conferences and that every fan, deserves to know the truth about what's happening. I get it, but at some point they've got to be careful with that because it can bite them in the ass. It can really bite them in the ass, right? And it can affect free agents coming to St. Louis, right? And if you really want to know that, go back and look at what happened in 83, 84, 85, right? The Blues had trouble getting free agents in. So I don't know if free agency was really all that big of a deal then. I think trades were more the big thing. But you go back to 04, 05, right? After that. When after the Lowrys destroyed this team, free agents didn't want to come here, right? Yeah, but every other league doesn't hit their guys at. Do you know why the injury report exists? Kevin, I want to know who out there knows exactly the reason why the injury report exists. There's one reason and one reason only. Oh, I agree with that. I agree with Daisy right there. Right now, not many, my friend. Not many. Yep. Kevin knows it exists because of gambling. That's why it exists. That's the only reason it exists. I don't remember that one. What are you saying? He nailed what, bud? It's not going to happen. You keep saying, I think that those rumors that there were people asking about Tarasenko or Parayko were from the Blues to get people to ask about Parayko. I don't think anybody ever did. Well, because sooner or later, it's going, the betting community, the casinos are going to get the NHL to say what the injury is. Right? I think right now that the NHL is fighting it because there is a tendency for players to go after injured players and in that area, right? So, if there was a team out there offering you a first-round pick for Parayko, and you not. Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember now. I know what you're talking about. I remember now. Yeah, it is. Bally is going bankrupt. Well, not Bally. Bally themselves isn't. The corporation that owns the networks is, and Bally is paying that corporation to use their name, basically. So it's not Bally per se, right? If you could get a first-round pick for Parayko and not have to retain any salary, would you? Right? I would. Absolutely would. Right? So, what do we, man, we haven't even talked about today's game, hardly any at all. Do you guys not? Because nobody cares. Right? I mean, we want good effort, but we're not going to see it. I just can't see us. Let's go over the out-of-town scoreboard real quick. If my computer wants to be nice. Okay. Boston Bruins, they beat the Sabres badly. Badly, 7-1. They scored 3 goals in the last, minute of that game. And they were way ahead anyways. The Ottawa Senators sneak past the Rangers 5-3. The Rangers were up 3-2 at one point. Kraken sneak past the Red Wings in overtime 5-4. Predators sneak past the Panthers 2-1. That's good. A good win for them. A bad loss for the Panthers. Penguins in a high-scoring affair sneak by the Lightning in overtime 5-4. The Stars are leading the Blackhawks 3-2 with 10 minutes to go in the third. With 5 to go in the second, but Maple Leafs and the Flames are tied at 1. And let's see what else. And the Minnesota Wild are up 1-0 over the Canucks. Canadians and the Kings and the Blues and the Sharks are just now starting. Parayko should be dropping bombs anyways. Parayko should be dropping bombs anyways. It's his job. Right? That's why he got drafted. His shot is why he got drafted. Right? And the Blues hid him from everybody. Right? The Blues really could have got him lower. But they just didn't want to take a chance because they weren't sure anybody else was even looking at him. Right? Game is on, by the way. Sharks already have a shot. A minute and 9 seconds into the game. Right? For what? Today's game? I'm not a fucking mind reader or a fortune teller, Hefner. Damn. You're not the only one that said that, Kevin. There's been other people that have said that. Kyrou open, and he just shot it right into the glove. That was a telegraph shot. Shot of confidence is him telling the coaching staff, screw you, I'm just going to play my game. That was right into the glove. Right in the glove. Yeah. Yeah, it is. They set the record for the fastest team to 100 points ever. Icing. Yeah, that would be. But in this system, every player is a defenseman. That's the problem with this system. You have no one plays offense. And I absolutely believe. I think it's 62. I think it's 62. Kyrou shouldn't have to play D. Right? Brett Hull didn't play D until he was late in his career. Right? And even then, he was still an offensive player. When he went to Detroit, the couple of years he was on Detroit, they got him to mentor. I can't think of the player's name now. Young Russian kid. He's not young anymore. I don't think he's in the league anymore. But they brought him in. Yeah, it's possible, but I don't see it. I don't see them losing in the first round. They are just too good. Bennington, Scandella, and Random Shark. I don't see that. Mine is doing okay. I'm watching it on ESPN. That I agree with. That I do agree with. Maybe. Ryan Green's on ESPN too. Well, ESPN Plus is what I meant. Also, I guess also would be the better word. I like that. Random shark do 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 do. Random shark do 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 do. Random shark do 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 do. Random shark. Da, 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 da. The Blues suck do 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 do. The Blues suck do 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 do. The Blues suck do 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 do. The Blues suck. ESPN Plus, I think, is like $8 a month. Now, the problem with the ESPN Plus, Danny, is if you live in St. Louis, the games are blacked out. The games are blacked out. Ryan Green, like myself, do not live in the St. Louis area. Well, that was their second shot on net. 2 games in a row. Second. Is Husso back in the net? Oh, it's Grace today. There we go. Yeah, Grace, that's showing people what you want. Two games in a row. Second shot on net goes in. Piss poor, man. Oh, man. Yeah, Kevin, I got you, man. I don't know what to say. Kyrie telegraphs his shot, and, the Sharks just put it in. Well, he won't play. He won't see any. Hopefully, he doesn't see any shots. I don't think he will. Yeah, he should have had that one. Yeah. I agree. Grice should have had that one. He's betting on himself is what he is. We've had a lot of players do that and saying, come to St. Louis, bet on themselves. Very few of them. The two I can think of right off the bat, I don't know if it paid off for him. It may have for one. One you can argue it absolutely paid off for. The other one, I don't think you can. All right, can you name, can you name the two players that I'm thinking of that have come to the Blues in recent years that bet on themselves? There's two big ones. Right? Oh, I like those hats. Or we can go down 2-0. Boy, Grice made me look horrible, man. I said Grice was as good as Husso, and I was wrong. No. Not those two. Nope. Nope. Bozak was a trade. So was Ryan O'Reilly. So, nope. Neither one of those were guys that come here betting on themselves. Stastny, same thing. Nope. Think about it. Think about it. Betting on yourself is going to a team making less than what the market value for you should be on a short-term deal, hoping to pay off after the deal. Nope, not Perron. Real deal James Neal, maybe. But I don't think that he was as much as... Now, Patty's right. There's one other one. Now, Patty is the one that I think you can say it paid off for. Now, monetarily, it didn't. He's never gotten more than $2 million a season. However, he got on, he portrayed that he took his year here and got the contract with Tampa and has been in the finals 4 straight years and with 3 cups. So, not David Perron, no. Patty Maroon is one. Real James Neal, James Neal came here and was nothing. He ended up going down to the minors. I don't think he did. Well, I was right. Danny, I was right. Boy, this ain't going to last long. Hulu and ESPN Plus are the same price, I think. Yep. So who's the other one? And you guys should know this. You should know this. You absolutely should know who this other player is. Which comment? I don't know which comment. And it didn't say anything to me, so I don't know. Oh yeah, because you're inciting violence. Yeah, you got to be careful with that. The logarithm doesn't understand what you're talking about. Yep. Mike. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, I know which one you're showing. I don't want to show it again so it doesn't get tagged again or whatever. Dropping bombs at somebody's injured leg. Yeah, that's going to get you. That's going to get you nailed, right? Robert Martin. Oh, Robert Martin. Danny Johnson. Tad Dieterman. Thank you. Okay, come on. Who's the other player that bet on himself in St. Louis? Now, this one you can argue it did not pay off, right? Delete it, Jason. Who is the other player in recent years that came to the Blues betting on himself? Right? Man, I can't believe no one's come up with this. Right? I can't believe nobody's come up with it because I've talked about this so much. I've talked about this player a lot. Come on, guys. Because I didn't see it, but that's it. Hoffman. Where did you say Hoffman at, AC? I didn't see it. Okay, yeah, I missed that. You're right, Hoffman. Hoffman is the other guy that came to St. Louis betting on himself. Now, Hoffman is the one that I think you can say it didn't pay off. I mean, he got a little bit more, but he's in Montreal, and the 2 years he's been in Montreal have been horrible. Right? No, he wasn't a trade. Hoffman was an absolute sign. Sign and go. He signed a 1 year deal. Remember, he came here on a PTO, and the day the season started, they put Steen on LTIR and then signed Hoffman using Steen's money. Right? I mean, I have that jersey. I have the Hoffman jersey and the stick somewhere in here. Right? God, I don't know how long I'm going to do this show tonight. I can't believe there's 14 people watching me with this late of a show. But thank you. Well, I'm pretty sure what you got was, that it was a violence thing. And it's because they don't read it. They have a logarithm, and it looks for certain words. And when it sees those words, it automatically tags you. Right? I got a 7-day suspension. Because remember when I broke my wrist? This is what killed me for the Haley event. I don't say her name anymore. For the Don Brown event. Wow, they have 2 shots on goal now. Shots are 4-2 and 3-2. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, it's a Thursday night, and I'm surprised so many. I didn't think anybody'd be watching. That's why I'm surprised. Right? Scandella had a nice shot there. They know what these guys are going to do, so they just collapse on them. Scandella should have been ready for a shot. Look at that. Right, there's a guy coming, so there's an outlet. There's always an outlet. The Blues never have an outlet. Never. That's why guys lose the puck so much. There's never an outlet. And now they're trying to forecheck, and they're getting almost nowhere with it. There's a little speed to the puck, and the puck gets shot out of the zone. Not far enough for icing. Right? Carlson shot it right on goal. Yeah, violence and incitement. Yep. You need to disagree with that statement, Jason, and tell him, that you were talking about hockey, you're talking about sports. Well, Ashley's watching the game. I'm going to have to bring Brad Pond on. I know it's a struggle, but I need to bring him on. I need to get somebody with me though when I bring him on. Yeah, I agree. Yep. He's not in jail though. He just got a warning. Yeah, I've seen that. Good up and down action. If you're a Sharks fan. Wow, I mean, 9 minutes to go in the first, and we're being outshot. What? I don't even have the stats. Man, I'm just doing so bad just lately. Shots are 7-3. Boring. Guys, boring. Probably stoned. Oh, yeah, the puck's going that way. No, the puck's going this way. Yeah, that edible I had. Yeah. Follow the puck. Oh, it's bright. How's that? How's that there, Ryan? And you can tell that I've never done drugs, so I don't know. Backus retired. Backus retired. You can't see it? I don't know. Why can't you see it, Danny? I know for me, when I move back to St. Louis, I'm definitely going to have whatever it takes to get Bally. Right now, I don't think I'm going to pay the $20 a month for the Bally, but I will have it in a package. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, Kaepernick. Okay. Hand pass. Well, there's going to be some network around. Someone's going to buy them. That's the thing. Someone's going to buy them. But when they buy them, that contract they have with teams is going to go away. Levo makes a great move, but nothing in there. Scoreboard and ESPN radio. Okay. And then you're listening to me too, Danny. So I'm not doing play-by-play. I just can't. I need a much bigger TV. I need the game on a much bigger TV to be able to do play-by-play. But all he did was throw it into them so they could do a change. That doesn't help you. Look at that. Right up the middle. No pressure whatsoever. Right? No pressure whatsoever. You're being outshot 2-1 again. Being outscored 2-0. I don't know why Kaepernick is putting his body on the line for this team. Right? Kaepernick's betting on himself here. Him getting picked up St. Louis is him betting on himself. Now that's the one where I will tell you I think that that's a player that is betting on himself, even though he didn't sign a deal. Sign a deal here. So I think I'm only going to go to, I might go to the second period, to the end of the second, and then I'm going to go drive. This doesn't make sense watching this stuff. This is one of the winnable 5 games that I saw. And right now I don't see it being winnable. Well, yeah, well, he's signed for next year. He's signed for next year. So I think if he's trying to play for an extension or to get traded again, I'm trying to drive 8 to 12 hours every day. Oh, we are. I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Right? On a ship, right? There are 4 officers left on that ship, right? I want to know which one is considered the CO, right? Which one is going to be in command? 4 officers on a ship, right? Going down. There's 4 officers left. Who's going to be in command? Now, I know a lot of you don't know military ranks. I will give you their rank, the name of the rank, and then their EO rating. The lower the O rating, the lower they're ranked. Okay? Danny, there actually was a ship called the USS St. Louis, and it was in Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1941. Right, there you go. There's something you probably didn't know. There was a landing ship called the USS St. Louis that was in Pearl Harbor on December 7th, 1940. I'll have to take a picture of it next time I go to the exchange and show it to you guys. Right? So, you have an admiral, right? A 2-star admiral, which, if I remember right, is an 07 in the medical corps. You have a captain, an 05 in the supply corps. You have a lieutenant commander, an 04, or no, yeah, 04. Actually, the captain is an 06, the admiral is an 08. I got it wrong. The 2-star admiral is an 08. Yeah, 08. I got that right. So the 2-star admiral is an 08. The captain is an 06. The commander is an 04. The commander is aviation. And then you have an ensign, an 01, out of ROTC 3 months ago. Which one of those, ensign, just an everyday ensign, right? Which one of those is in charge? The 08, the 06, 04, or the 01? Who, being the 4 officers left, is in charge of the ship as it's going down? Good question. Good question. Let's see if anybody knows it. AC, you are correct. It is the senior line officer left alive, and a line officer is an officer in the. They can be in anything, right? So a line officer is one that can fly his own flag, or a flag officer. So it comes down. No, it comes down to the ensign. The ensign would be in charge. So there you go. That's a question I got asked on my freshman year in naval science. And I think I used the same ranks and where they were. Now, I could be wrong about the aviator. Now, the aviator, the aviator's still not in charge of the ship, because I know on the air boss isn't in charge of the ship. Not in the Navy, my friend. Not in the Navy. Four minutes, 22 seconds to go in the first. Shots are 9-4. Score is 2-0. All in favor of the Sharky Sharks. I don't know. Now, see, I don't know if the Army and Air Force, the Army Air Force are the same. I know in the Marines, because the Marines, while they follow the ranks of the Army and Air Force, they actually follow the rules of the Navy. So that would be the same. I don't know if it's the same in the other services. There was a movie that kind of came up with something like this. John Bon Jovi was in it. So was the all right guy. I can't think of his name right now. At least I think he was in it. Anybody think of that movie? A movie that had John Bon Jovi, a Navy movie that had John Bon Jovi and what is his name? I can't think of it. All right. I thought Army and Air Force, the rules were pretty much the same. It could, AC. I'm not sure. I know with the Navy it's different. It comes down to the line. Right? Oh, what is his name? I can't think of his name. It's like sitting on the tip of my tongue. He's been in so many movies. Matthew McConaughey, that's it. Thank you, Matt Lowe. Because it costs so much to keep them in powder and paint. And yes, AC got it. U-571. That is the movie I was talking about. Yeah, and in the Air Force, you have to make sure you put your makeup on every day. In the Army, you don't have to do that. Right? I mean, Hefner still puts his makeup on every day. Oh my goodness, you hear that? He said, good, strong defensive play by Colton Parayko. I didn't think I'd ever hear those words come out of anybody's mouth when talking about Colton Parayko. Bryce made a save. Shots are 10-4 in this game. The Blues have been outshot the last 3 games, 2-1 or worse. 1 minute left to play in the period. 1 minute left to play in the period. No, you have Gory Hole Boys. Let's see. Does Levo have two? I can't. I'm not even. I'm barely paying attention to this shit, man. Yes, you are correct. Levo has two of those shots. AC, you are absolutely correct. Levo has two of those shots. Time is running down in the opening period. Annapolis might. I don't know. My nephew graduated from Annapolis. I could ask him, but I'm kind of out of contact with him right now. He's in the Marine Corps, anyways. He's a crayon eater. Right? Hey, Shocky. When I get home on the Marine Corps birthday, we got to get all the Marine Corps a box of crayon. All the former Marines, a box of crayon. I don't know why. You know, this is what he wants. 4 shots. Defense, 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 defense. You know, the Enterprise would have been, you know, it would have had to have gotten scrapped at some point, right? I've served with so many carriers, it's not even funny. No, I'm going to get them a whole box. Each one of them. How many ever Marines? They get a whole box. Yeah, it is. It absolutely is. And it's going to be until Saturday. When with all the changes that happen, right? You don't know how anybody feels about anybody. He's one of them. You're wearing a Marine, Hefner. Wingstop has a new chicken sandwich. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to go over the stats. They're so miserable. The Enterprise that's a museum? I don't think it's the Enterprise. I don't think it's the Enterprise. Oh man. I know the Midway's one. The Midway is a museum in San Diego. I think there's one that's in Washington State, but it can't be. Ryan, if you were a Marine, that's surprising me. No, the USS Missouri is here, and the Missouri is a battleship, not a carrier. Right? And the Missouri's bell is still there. I know I've seen it. And there's also a USS Missouri submarine. Oh, man. Now you got me wondering. Okay. Well, CV-6 was the Yorktown class aircraft carrier. That one actually might still be. I might be the one that's. I'm looking. Yeah, so the original Enterprise CV6 was scrapped, right? Now that one was scrapped. However, the other one, uh, I don't know if she's still I don't think she might be in a museum. If she is, I don't know where she is. Go down to the end of this. I'm looking. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Uh, no, they're pulling it apart. She's in Hampton Road, so there is one in New York, but I don't think it's the Enterprise. I'm not sure which one's in New York. Right? The Lexington. That might be there. Yeah, don't want to do that. Oh, the Intrepid. Okay. Oh my goodness, the stuff we talk about here, right? Oh, I was a Marine in a video game, Call of Duty. Oh my goodness, Ryan Green. Don't let someone who served in the service, who was a Marine, hear you say that. Right? Not even jokingly. Right? Not even jokingly. Shockey can tell you that. Shockey knows enough former Marines that I know even jokingly they wouldn't be happy with that. Well, we can go over the stats as horrible as they are. The Blues have 4 shots to the 10 taken by the San Jose Sharks. They are being beat on the scoreboard 2-0. San Jose has 18 attempts to the Blues and 9. The Blues don't even have as many attempts as San Jose has shots. Blues have 7 hits to San Jose's 8. The Blues have given it away 4 times. San Jose's given it away 7, and we still can't score. San Jose's taken it away 7 times, while we've taken it away 4. San Jose has blocked 3 shots. We blocked 3 shots. And faceoffs are 10-8 in favor of San Jose, 56% to 44%. Goals were scored. Barbanov got one at the 350 mark on the second shot of the game. And then Couture got one at the 631 mark to make it 2-0. There were no penalties in that period. And that period wasn't even worth watching. How does that sound? I don't know what else to talk about, guys. I mean, this is just hard. All right, I'm surprised 9 people are even watching this show. In fact, I don't even think 9 people are watching the show because I'm betting somebody is watching it twice. I'm almost betting that somebody has it on Facebook and on YouTube. I'm betting someone does. In fact, I know someone does. I'd almost be willing to bet Brian Green is watching the show twice and possibly Robert Morton. Nine bots. Yeah. I appreciate that, AC. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm sure Ryan Green is. I'm almost certain Ryan Green does. And John, I know you do it from time to time. You will watch me on both. Or you'll have me watch me and then you'll have can't happen. Can't happen. Right? See, there's a problem. Well, the locks would prevent that because of the length of the sub. But the biggest thing is the systems that sub has. They can only hold a certain amount, right? And the one of the things yeah, I could see that, Ryan. I could absolutely see that. The thing is, Danny, the only thing that could possibly go up the river doesn't exist anymore. The frigate. Because they had frigates that would do Great Lakes cruises. The thing is that these frigates had to pull into port every day, right? Like they can, and one of the reasons is they can't pump off the waste, right? You can't pump off the waste, and the ship creates a lot of waste every single day, right? So because of that, they can. And then the other issue. You know what, Gloria? We could all do better, I think. Right? I mean, the amount. The other thing is that like the fresh water stuff, right? That's fresh water, and it kills all the seawater things in the system. So what happens? So inside the pipes and that you have growth. You have growth, right? Even though the water moves, you still have growth. Well, when you put fresh water through those systems, it kills all that sea growth. And the problem is that sea growth that dies, it doesn't like get flushed out of the system. It actually grows worse. It makes it worse and it clogs the system. The ships that go on those Great Lake tours, man, they hate them. The engineers hate them. They absolutely hate them. Brian Green says, are pissing me off. Puck management, handling the puck is piss poor. Just like everything else, yeah. I get it. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say. It's the same thing time and time again. Pump off the waste, 2 should go. I know, but most people don't agree with me, so I'll kind of leave it at that. Unless the Blues are winning by 1, I'm not staying for the third. I'll go through the second, and then I'm going to go drive. I need 9 more to get a $75. 9 more trips to get a $75 bonus, and I'll get really close to making a number I want to make every 4 days, the first 4 days of the week. So I had a real rough day yesterday. Actually, not. I do not do as good on tips as I'd like to. Oh, you did? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. It's
Yo, How we
hey,
doing? How we
I'm
doing?
at Terra Cinco today.
Oh yeah?
Was that a thing of beauty?
Oh my gosh. I mean, the thing is they didn't win, so I look at the end prospect and say,
I mean, yeah, you guys lost the game to the Sens, but the Sens are a good team. Here you go. Matlow says the Rangers suck.
okay, I don't mind taking that from them. Do you have Patrick Kane, Panarin, Zibanejad, Kreider, Tarasenko, Trocheck? No. And you guys just won a cup, so it's our turn now. All right, let's just put it that way.
I think I can see both you, unless you guys play each other in the first round. I can see both you guys and Toronto getting bounced in the first round.
Yeah, I could see that too, but I could also see teams like the Rangers and Maple Leafs surprising everyone, going deep again, and people just denying them again. You know which team I think everyone gives too much credit for. I think the team that's going to get bounced is the Avalanche in the first round. I believe the finals will actually, if you want to know really which team I think is going to go to the Cup.
Yeah.
I honestly think that the Bruins will make it to the Cup.
Who?
I think that the Bruins are going to make the Cup. I think it's just no matter who you put against them, look, Omar this year has been better than Shesterkin. Everyone really in their entire system has been just ridiculous, and they added Bertuzzi now, and it's just been it's I don't know which team could possibly beat them.
Who do you think from the West? I could see Boston from the East. I really could. As
So
long
I
as
have
they don't
Boston.
come up against a hot number 8 seed, they're going to be fine. Right?
Even then, I just can't see. I can't see like that. I don't know. I just can't see them finishing. Either way, I think
nobody could have seen. You know what? Nobody could have seen Columbus sweeping Tampa Bay either.
Right.
Right? And Tampa Bay tied the record for most wins.
Right.
Patrick Kane will love. No, Kane's going back to. Oh, come on! Don't go. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there because that was proven to be completely false. So let's not go there. I don't think he has to have a Blues background. I don't mind him having a Rangers background. I mean, he's a Rangers fan. You know, look, Shaggy could go. I'll say this: Shaggy could go to do. I'm sure there are other Rangers podcasts that would scoop up Shaggy in a heartbeat, and I'm sure they've asked him. Shaggy has offered to come here. In fact, Shaggy told me the day he left his podcast, he sent me a message, says, "I'm no longer doing that. I'd like to be on your show if you'll have me."
Right.
And I appreciated that. Right.
Yep. You know, I'll tell you something.
What else to say there? You know,
I was for a while. I really I've wanted a podcast, and I had my podcast, and I know my hockey in general, and the guy that I was, and what I was doing at that point was just the Rangers, and I felt like also the hockey talk was not to the level that hockey talk should be. Hockey talk should be the way Guy feels it, I enjoy actually speaking to a guy who's frustrated about his team or who wants to have a good argument about a way in hockey or something, because that creates a great intensity and people want to hear that. People don't want to hear me and you sitting here agreeing on every single thing, or else that's not entertaining sports. You know what I mean? But yeah, I could change my background. You know what? I'll tell you, Ryan, I will not use a Blues background. Okay, just because it just doesn't look good for me being the New York fan. But if you see, you could actually DM me on my @SYNC_NYR on Twitter, a background that you would want me to use, and I'll use it. I won't promise to use it, but If I like it,
I don't mind it. I don't mind it about.
No, I don't mind it. But if he has something better in mind that's not a blues background, then let me see what he comes up
no,
with.
actually, I have no issues with your background at all, Shags.
I
you know what?
I purposely chose
tried.
one that was not a. I purposely didn't took away the Tarasenko because I felt
Yeah.
like that every Blues fan would hate me for that. But Patrick Kane, come on, let's. You know what? I really put it up there for somebody else. Guy, who did I put it up for? Exactly.
He's not here today.
I did not put it on. I did not put it on for you, Guy. I put it on for someone else.
Yeah, we know. I know who you put it on for. He's not
okay,
here. I haven't seen him today.
Well, because Guy, he told me a week before they traded for him that they're not trading for him. So yeah. How did the Blues only have?
Thomas just took a stick to the face.
How do the Blues only have 4 shots?
Oh man, that's coming off.
Did you see Watson's hit on Tyler Mott today?
No, I did not. Hold on, I want to see this. Trying to see how he got. Kyrou. Oh no, he got a puck to the face, and Kyrou got hit bad. So no penalty. He took a puck to the face. See now friendly fire. That's how bad this season is for us. We lose our players to friendly fire.
I'm very curious. What are players like in the locker room after one of those type of things? Are they like getting like screamed at by other players? Is that like players like start like getting on each other like, dude, you got to watch out, or our coaches?
I don't know, man. I think it's friendly fire is just that. It's going to happen. And it feel bad, but it's just going to happen. Ryan Green says the best thing you think of his background is a picture of him. I'm not doing the whole game, Shag. I don't even know how much of the second period. I want to go back out and drive. I need 9 more runs and make the money I want to make today.
They got to make some type of program with them, like some type of thing. Like if you do a certain amount of hours, you get some type of prizes.
Yeah, I wish. Going back to Pain Town. Yeah, we're there, man. We're there, Shaggy.
Oh, yeah,
this whole game. I mean, the Blues are being outshot 10-4. 10-4. You're 4 minutes into the second period. 3.5 minutes into the second period, or 2.5 minutes. Sorry. Oh, there we go. Man, I can't do anything right today. There you go, guys. You got a Parade goal.
Oh,
you got a Parade goal.
That was very good. That was very, very good. Gorgeous play.
Yeah. Oh, but it was still a puck to the face. What did Parade
do
here?
But that was
Parade. Oh wow! Came to the top.
That's a gorgeous play. Hey.
Oh, nice. Nice goal by him. Finally. That was a nice play too by that was Levo or beautiful play by Pareko. Finally going to the net. Right? Yeah, give him the Norris. You got a Pareko goal. Yeah, but watch us give it back within a minute. I just have no faith in this team. I have no faith in direction. I have no faith in the system.
I don't think that's what you're up to, though.
Huh?
I don't think that's what they're up to right now. Right now, it's not a question of faith in the team. It's a question of really, there's no faith right now in the system. That's, I think, the biggest problem.
That's huge. There is zero faith in the system, right? There's zero belief in it, and it shows, right? It absolutely shows when you're outshot 2-1 for 3 games in a row, 2-1 or worse, games in a row. There's a problem with your system, right? There's no way you should be outshot that bad. Can you beatbox, Shag? I can't.
I could do a little bit. I've done it before. I did it last time.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did that. I did that for like a second last thing. I think you were not even on the you weren't on the thing for a second.
Yeah, I can't do it. There you go. Yeah, Shaggy got a little going on there.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Shaggylicious just got a little. Shaggylicious got a little licious going on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. There we go. Oh my gosh, seriously. Oh yeah. Ow!
You know, you know what that's too, right?
Yes, I got that very much.
Oh my goodness, this show has gone to the dogs.
Literally.
Right? Oh, Grace made a save.
Oh no, what are we gonna do?
Grace made a save. Let's give him a hand. Yay!
Give
I
him a
want
hand
this thing
sign.
off so bad, Shaggy. It's not even funny. I want to chew it off so bad.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I
You know
want
what?
to chew this thing off.
I think you need to get. I think you need to get like some type of like. They have these other things like these relief things you could do for it.
What?
They have these relief things. I have something maybe that he'll like as my background. I don't know. I'm gonna try it out.
I'm fine with your background. Don't change your background.
I know.
I'm fine with it.
Oh, I just want to try something and see if he likes it.
Even his new puppy sleeping through the show. That's how bad it is. Uh-oh, penalty on who? Oh, Barbanov. So the worst power play in the league in the last couple of weeks is now going to show up and probably give up a shorty.
We'll see. You never know.
I like that there, Shags. I like that.
You like this one, huh?
Wendy's probably watching his game. Or is that game over? The Blackhawks were.
Dude,
they got pelted by the Stars.
Yeah, I was about to tell you that. Yeah, he's probably right now crying. Yeah. No, he's actually not crying.
No, because he wants to lose.
Domi. Well, he
wants to lose. Canadians are up 1-0 on the King at the end of the first. Looks like the Leafs are going to beat the Flames 2-0. I don't know. I think it's not showing me when it is. So
yeah, there's 11 seconds in that game. They're probably about done. Yeah, they're done. That game.
Oh, it's a final. Yeah, it's a final.
That just went final. I mean, that's not a surprising score right there.
Oh wow!
Oh! Hey!
We got a power play goal. Oh shit! We got a power play goal. The Blues got a power play goal. Kyrou got a power play goal. How the hell did that happen?
Because I came on the stream. No, yeah. Dude, holy cow.
Oh, that was a nice. I mean, he actually had open ice. Needed that one. So I was wrong again. Right? Kyrou got his 26. Kyrou should end up with 30 this year, but
he might just be your best player.
Yeah, well, as far as goals, yeah, but I think Thomas is the better player than him. I think Thomas is kind of Thomas is handcuffed right now with the system. Yeah, it's tied. Figures they want to torture me.
Isn't it nice? I think it's nice to at least be watching competitive hockey when you have these type of games and you actually have some competitive hockey going. I think that's nice.
We're still being outshot 2-1. Shots are 13-6, but luckily we've tied it back up. We scored on both our shots this period. Oh, almost scored on the third one.
What do you think of Patrick Kane on the Rangers now? You think that's like?
I think that's too. I actually think that the Rangers shot themselves in the foot with that deal.
Did they shoot themselves too much in the foot, or did Maple Leafs shoot themselves too much in the foot?
Then who?
I don't think the Rangers shot themselves in the foot. I think
Oh, I think the Rangers and the Maple Leafs have shot themselves. They made way too many moves for teams that are that high. You know, but they're both like second or third in their divisions, right?
Rangers are third, yeah,
And where's Toronto? Toronto's like second
as
or
well.
third, right?
Second or third, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for teams that are that far in, to go and make that many moves, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I absolutely believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't see. You know, I talked about this. You and me talked about this a couple days ago. They're making the one move at a time to see
Right,
what
but
the react, see what it does.
Okay, but do you know what I think it is? And very interesting enough, I was listening to a New York radio guy, and he said an interesting point that teams are nervous about the Bruins and teams are nervous about the Avalanche, but more so the Bruins. You see how everyone came to the other division because what you're noticing is teams are looking at the Bruins and saying, there is no way we're going to beat the Bruins unless we make 10 moves. I'm overrating the amount, okay?
Yeah, no,
unless you
no,
make a bunch of moves. I think that's exactly what's pushing it. A lot of these players will not be on the team that they just got traded to. They're not next year going to be on that same team because
no. The majority of the guys that got traded will end up somewhere else next year. Will not resign. I do think that Tarasenko will resign with the Rangers.
I think Tarasenko might sign with the Rangers only because there's a mutual meet there, but I do not see Kane being there next year.
No, Kane's going back. Kane will go back to Chicago.
I think he actually goes back to Chicago and retires after next year.
No, he's still young enough. He's young enough. He might play a couple more years, but he's going back to Chicago.
The only thing is, if Kane re-signs with the Rangers as well as Tarasenko, I mean, you're going to see some defensemen on the Rangers leaving.
Yeah, you have to because they don't have the money.
Exactly. You're going to see some defensemen leaving, and they're going to just be a weaker. They'll be a great forward team, but they will have a weak defensive core. Interesting enough, the Chychrun move to the Senators might have been fantastic for the Blues.
Maybe. They're showing some of the passing the Blues have done. When the Blues pass the puck and the passes are there, they're a good team, but they're very rarely there. This team is the problem is the system is defensive first, and the defensive first system doesn't lead to goals. Now we're lucky we've gotten 2 goals on 2 shots, but hold on, Bushnevich, nice shot there, Bush.
By the way, congrats on re-signing Blake.
But there's no one. But again, no one was with them, and that's one of the issues with this defensive first system is when a guy goes out like that, there's no one that goes with them because they're all back on defense.
Right.
I just, and not only that, a defensive system. Really, I mean, okay, so we've tied it up. Well, what happens now is, you're tied, so you can start playing defense again, and you're going to end up giving up goals because the defensive system doesn't work.
You know, interesting. Blay is leading you guys in hits. He's got 4 hits tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I can see that. That's why they brought him in. He's a Berube player. That's why they re-signed him for a year.
I like that move. That's a really smart move for a cheap contract and a guy who I think in your mind you would love to be a bottom or middle 6 forward. I mean, why, Ryan? I don't get you. You congratulate everybody for every small little step, man. Seriously.
Well, I don't think the signing's not a bad. It's hard. I mean, you got him. You got him to bet on himself. Well, here's the thing. I talked about this earlier, Shag, and you weren't here, but I talked about this earlier. Basically, Blay bet on himself. Right? 1-year deal, low money. I go out there, I outperform, I get a good contract. Problem is, and I brought this up earlier, I can think of 2 players that the Blues have had that have bet on themselves, and in all actuality, either one of them paid off. One you can argue did pay off, just not monetarily, but the other one it didn't. Now, in recent years, I don't think you know who I'm talking about. The guys guessed it earlier. I had them guess it. They came up with one that might have been a third one, but I mean, that honestly didn't work out at all. One of the players they came up with was James Neal. Signed him to that 1 year deal and ended up in the minors the whole year and then retired. Right. The one that to me this didn't work out at all was Hoffman.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Hoffman came here, $4 million deal. Everyone thought he was going to get the $6 million, $6.5. Took a lower end. Oh wow, I missed it. Looks like Logan Brown figured out. Now the Blues 3 straight goals.
I mean, I think that's more like Reimer falling apart there. Whoa. All
right, we got 3 goals on 4 shots. Wow.
Well,
oh no, 7 shots.
That
3
puck
goals
in the
on
corner.
7 shots. I misread that.
That puck went in the corner. The Sharks could not hold it in. Very, very weak puck holding right there. You had a man without a stick, and then he just came around, passed that in front. 2 great passes.
Oh, so Levo's hurt too.
Yeah, Levo's hurt. I mean, but that is a gorgeous shot by Brown.
Yeah, it is.
He brought that puck around. I mean,
yeah, but San Jose stopped skating.
Yeah,
San Jose quit on the play.
That they quit on that. That's like one of those plays you usually see the Blues do.
Yeah. So, Mike Hoffman bet on himself here, and to me, it didn't work out because he ends up signing for just $700,000 more per year in Montreal, and he's stuck in Montreal now, and that's just that's a really bad situation up there, right? The one that you can argue worked out, but I said it didn't because monetarily I don't think it did, is Pat Maroon.
Pat Maroon worked out. What are you talking about? He won a cup.
Well, hold on. Pat Maroon signed a 1-year deal in St. Louis. When he left St. Louis, he didn't get that much more money. I mean, he got less per year than
by the way,
than Hoffman did overall. A raise.
I don't know if you saw this. Okay, I'm just gonna confirm this before I actually say this because I don't want to say anything.
Now he did win the 3 Cup. He did win he did win 3 Cups. So in that aspect, yes, it worked out. But monetarily, it didn't. He didn't get that big bankable contract that everybody thought he would.
So
that he was hoping for.
I don't know if you saw this. 1 second. I got to make sure. I don't want to say this because I don't know if it's true. So I don't want to say this. 1 second. Let me just check that it's true because if this is true, I'm actually very happy. But yeah, you never wanted to be happy for this type of thing. But yeah, Brad Marchand left the Bruins game tonight with a lower body injury and did not return. And the Bruins right now are missing Brad Marchand, Taylor Hall, and Nick Foligno.
Wow. Yeah, but I mean, there's still enough time for him to get back.
Right. No, I get that. I'm just saying. I'm not happy that he got hurt because you never want to see someone get hurt.
Never want a player to get hurt.
Right, but when you see that a team's at their weakness, I mean, the Rangers are playing the Bruins next. I am so excited. Let's get this.
No, they don't get bonuses for Cup wins. Well,
no, but
they do.
The next year, no. If a guy has a contract, right, and he does well in the Cup, they'll give him a bigger contract.
Yeah, but no, they get paid. So there is a playoff pool that gets split up. So when you win the Cup, you're obviously going to make a certain amount of money because of winning the Cup. But it's really, it's not. It's barely $1 million a player, if that. It's usually less than that. It's not a big cup. It's not a big pot. If Hall and Foligno need surgery, then they're done, and that's going to really hurt them. Yeah, I can see that. Blues are up 3-2. I still don't know if I'm going to stay on long for this game. We'll see how it goes at the.
I don't know what I read, but I think each team gets a certain amount of money for winning the Cup, and they just split it between the players.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's a playoff share. It's a share.
Yeah, it's from what I read here, it's 5.5 $5,781,250 split between their entire roster, which is 23 players.
Yeah.
Let's just do the math. 5,781.
Actually, it's not. It's not just. Hold on. It's not 23 players. You have to pay guys that played during the season also. So you have to take
I'm just
those.
gonna do this. I'm just gonna do this quickly
Yeah.
by.
So
by-
if you
I'm
take
just
it,
gonna
but
do-
some of them shares get broken up. I know they do that in baseball a lot. Some guy might get an eighth of a share, and another guy get 2/8 of a share, or
Right, but I'm
fourth
saying
of a
you're getting
share.
total, the most you're getting if it's just 23 players is $251,000.
Yeah, for winning the cup, right?
$251,000, and that is absolutely nothing for winning a cup.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you know what I like about hockey, and I'm gonna, Guy, do you mind if I just go on this for a second? That what I love about hockey over any sports, and I argue with this with players, and I'll stand to it. Okay, I'm gonna stick on this, and I'm gonna go a little bit on a heat over here. Okay, number one, every single player in baseball is getting such loaded contracts. The sport's getting ruined. Every single NBA guy just switches teams for no stupid reason because they hate their team and they just want to switch because they want to be winner pickers. And in what's it called? And in football, are you kidding me? What's going on right now with contracts and stuff? In hockey, there's a cap space. You have to figure out how to make lines of players without spending who knows how much money to make lines. You know what the Rangers did right now? They have $1,000 in cap space. That's it. $1,000 in cap space. Okay? They literally try to make a super team with literally every little ounce of their cap space that they had. Okay? As much as they have. Number three, no one gets paid crazy money. Okay? You could get paid a lot of money, but it's never crazy compared to other sports. And lastly, you don't get paid for playoffs like absolutely crazy money. Hockey's a sport that's played for the love of the game. Hockey's a sport that you play for the caring of your team. A guy like Timo Meier was not traded, and if Timo Meier was on the Sharks, no one requested a trade really this year. I think Patrick Kane wanted to win this year. That's why he was traded, but he'll go back to his team as a loyal player. Otherwise, no one left their team as a complete trade because of that. And I'm sorry to say, there's no other sport that is played purely for the love of the game, except for hockey. And I think, Guy, you'd agree with that.
What did you say the Rangers had? You said they had $1,000. Actually, they got a little more than that.
A little more than that. Now it opened up a little bit more because
their projected space is $1,600, but they actually are showing $6,900.
Yeah, they're not getting much. Oh boy, what happened there? Who's down?
Blaze.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he got hit in the head.
Was that his own player?
I couldn't tell.
That's going to be a tripping over there, for sure.
Oh, it looks like they're not calling it. Oh no, Blaze got.
No,
Blaze
they are.
went in the box for tripping.
Why is
Blaze is going to the box for tripping?
What the heck?
I think he got tripped by his own man.
Yeah, they're going to review. Either this should not be a penalty at all, or either it's not a penalty or it's on the Sharks. It's not on the Blues.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not. It shouldn't be tripping. He got clipped in the back of the head, and then his stick runs over somebody else. Yeah, that should not be a penalty.
I got to watch that one more time.
Yeah. If anything, the penalty should be on the Sharks for the cross check.
I said either it's not a penalty or it's on the Sharks for the hit in the back.
Yeah.
A short.
They put Blaze in the box.
Yeah. That is an absolutely terrible call by the refs.
Yep.
We would like at this point to welcome the refs to the game. They will be playing against both teams tonight. Actually, they'll just play against the Blues.
That should not. That's why I advocate that fifth official up in the press box that can look at that and buzz down and say no. That this is what happened.
I like that. I like that idea.
Right? Because that.
Well, they had that in most
judgment
sports.
call. That's not a for me on non-judgment calls.
Yeah.
That you should be able to review in a non-judgment call. Right? Something like that. That's not a judgment call.
I gotta get myself some drink. We're gonna go with. That is a terrible call.
Oh, wow. They should have been a goal. Welcome the refs to the game. No, I just think that you need that fifth official. You need that.
No, but it's always in the game. Like, you have nothing. Let's say they call really well until the third period. Then at the beginning of a third period, they'll just show up, like make a stupid call, and every person goes, "Yeah." Like, okay.
They're asking you if you follow Red Bull or NYCDC.
I actually am a very good soccer player, by the way. That is my secret sport. I play pretty good soccer, and I enjoy watching NYCFC. That is actually something I enjoy. They've been really good in these past couple of years and fun to watch. But I really got to get more into that sport a little bit. It's in between a lot of other sports, so it's hard to follow them exactly. Soccer's like in the middle of all other sports, and I'm usually busy with a lot of things. And yeah, I'm actually really thinking of possibly making in general sports podcast, baseball, football, hockey, and basketball. But
what my goal is, Shags? What my goal is to turn it. At some point, have this be a regular 4-hour radio show on the internet.
Right? Oh yeah. Well, like on XM.
No, well, turn this podcast into a overall 4-hour show where we would cover, the day sports, everything going on. That's what I would like to see this show become. Right? It's just right now, 4 hour. I have trouble just doing 3 hours right now trying to make the money I need to make to live on. So right. I would need this show to take off. I need 3,000 people watching the show, and I need to have big time guests and things like that to make that happen.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm very into sticking away sometimes from the big names like ESPN because you get messed over so easily from these things. You know what I mean? Yeah. First of all, Ryan, the only reason why you can't last 2 periods is this is not playoff hockey.
The difference is, Ryan, the problem is you got to understand these guys on a 4-hour show, they don't talk for 4 hours. Okay. It's because there's commercials in there. They have guests. There's other things on my show. A lot of times it's just me, and I have to talk the entire time. I don't have commercials. I don't have things like that set up. Right? It makes it really hard. Right? No, I will never do that. Nick, I am not giving that hat up. I am not giving that hat up. It's even for the money he's offering me for that hat, it's not worth it to me. Especially that I'm hoping to get that hat signed soon. Well, I appreciate that, Ryan. I have a Ryan O'Reilly hat, a signature hat that he made with 47 company that has a trumpet on it. And nice. You can't find this hat anywhere. In fact, I've been offered money. I've been offered good money for this hat. And I won't give it up. I don't know where it's at right now. It's probably hiding around somewhere, but yeah, I won't give that hat up.
So the Kings Canadiens game just tied at 1.
Say again?
The Kings Canadiens game is tied at 1 on a goal from Iafallo.
Okay.
That's an interesting situation there with the Kings sending Quick to the Blue Jackets and then the Blue Jackets turning him around to the Vegas.
That was basically a 3-team deal that needed some time to be facilitated. I mean, that's what that was.
You know what I actually think, Guy? All these trades are coming so early compared to last year. I think teams are scared of the Ricard Raquel thing that happened last year.
Yeah.
I think teams are scared.
I see. Everyone thinks that the Kings did quick wrong, and maybe now that he's in Vegas, they didn't. But you basically just traded. You're a playoff team, and you traded your top goalie to another playoff team. You traded a cup-winning goalie to another playoff team that's probably going to face you in the first round.
Right.
Right. That's the part of that doesn't make sense to me.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
So there was a hit. There was a hit earlier today by Watson on the Senators to the head of Tyler Mott. And I just saw the history for Austin Watson's suspension fine history. This guy should be kicked out of the league. I mean, and on November 19, 2017, he had 2 games for boarding. In September 13th.
Well, see, this is why I advocate that fifth official, because a fifth official could see that. And then, get that down to the on-ice officials. Not even in a replay, just an official up top is going to see more than the officials on the ice, and it makes sense.
They have to have they started in the NBA this thing called expedited review, which was basically that there's people upstairs immediately looking over plays and coming down with stuff. They have to start doing that in hockey. It also allows that the refs have an easier job. Like, forget about for the good of the fans and the players and the game. It's better for the refs. I mean, they can make a mistake and have it cleaned up.
Yeah, Shin should have shot that. Absolutely should have shot that. Oh, Blay messed that up. Blay should have shot it too.
Blay's not at 100% now after that hit. That should have been not called.
I'm surprised they didn't put him in the dark room.
I know. Me too. I would have put him in just in case, because that was a hard hit. He was down.
Well, he got hit. He got hit on the back, not the head. So that's probably why he didn't go to
the back.
room.
No, the back's but the back. Oh. Why is that not a trip? Okay, no. You see? Oh, I think they called it.
Oh wow! I just seen that. Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, we're talk about penalties.
You're ahead of me.
Yeah, I'm gonna slow it down for a second. Yeah, there we go. Oh, wow. Shouldn't that be in that type of situation, though? I mean, it's not really helpful. How did the second player not see that? Let's see if you can add another goal over here with 1:48 to go in the period. That was a terrible pass. Guy,
no,
look at that pass.
I didn't see Levo take the skate to the face. I thought, I know Thomas took a puck to the face. Has he been back on the ice? I really don't know.
Some of this passing has been, oh my gosh.
Yeah, Thomas hasn't come back. He's only had 9 shifts.
I don't think people understand this idea of passing. You really have to not be sending that puck in through the middle of the ice when you
Levo and Thomas both
have
only had 9 shifts. So,
oh my gosh. Oh.
Oh! We might break. We might break this. We might break our losing streak.
So, Guy, I was literally saying before how their passes have to stop going through that circle with the they passed it before from that left side all the way around to that right side, which is not smart. It's easy to pick off, and the Sharks just went to sleep. Man, how do you not stop one of those passes? They were coming back and forth, left to right, great, and that was gonna happen. I mean, This is not Reimer. This is not even right. This is the Blues just literally seeing that the Sharks are sleeping. I mean, the Sharks are right now like under some type of spell. Come on.
Oh, Pareko see the goalie tripped Pareko there.
Did he? I think he was trying to go out for that save. They're not going to call that.
Yeah.
He went out for the save. Basically, he moved forward into the butterfly position and sprawled forward, and he was trying to go 5-hole at the same time. So he basically landed up right into him. I mean, if Reimer would have gotten hurt there and they would have called interference with the goalie, I would have been mad because you can't call that. That was Reimer initiating contact. But no, that was not. Yeah. Overall, this is a good period. Whether or not, whatever the way this ends over here, good period. Yeah, that was not even. That was
solid period. It's the first time they've won the second in forever.
I mean, look, you got to look at
4 unanswered goals that period.
I mean, don't just look at the goals. They had 4 shots in that first period. Shots are now 19-16 in this second period. 19-16 in total from the second period. The Blues are being more physical. They have 21 hits to their 13.
I'm looking. I don't see anything on Thomas, guys. If you heard something or you got a tweet or something, let me know.
Let me find that out for you. I have again.
Someone said he's week to week, but I don't see anything. I'm looking now on
what? That's made up. That's made up. Who said week to week? Seriously, that won't come out yet. Okay.
Thomas and Levo are out. It doesn't say anything more than that.
Oh, come on. I hate some of these people on Twitter, what they have to say.
Even Rutherford doesn't say anything more than that.
Yeah, all I see is that he has the puck to the face. Look, the advantage, no one ever wants to get hit or hurt, but if you're going to get hurt and it's a puck to the face, that's you're not missing time for that necessarily. They may, usually if you do miss time, it's only for maintenance to make sure that you're fine, but otherwise, no, that is
I'm not seeing anything other than that they're out for the. Oh, we'll find out more later.
I think you'll find out now. They'll probably let it out.
Well, all they're going to say now is that they're not returning, and then after the game, you'll find out.
He might come back. They may not rule him out. They might just keep him and see when he returns.
Where are we at here? Let's go over the stats real quick.
Huh?
Shots are 19-16 in favor of the Sharks. Can't read crap. Blues have, let's see if I can do this math. 30 attempts to 36 for the Sharks. Sharks have 12 hits to the Blues 21. Blues have given it away 7 times. The Sharks have given it away 10. Sharks, both teams have taken it away 9 times. Sharks have 8 box shots. The Blues have 10, and the Sharks are winning the faceoff battle 20-15 or 57% to 43%. Goals this period. Again, you got a lot of them. Started early at the 2:35 mark. Colton Parayko sneaks in. I don't know how a 6'6" defenseman sneaks in, but gets his 4th of the year at the 2:35 mark. And then Gordon Kyrou gets his 26 on the power play. That's the goal. It's like first power play goal in 26 attempts or something like that. To make it 2-2. Logan Brown gets his 1st of the year at the 9:30 mark. Bushnevich assists on his second one. Parayko gets his 2nd point, and then Bushnevich gets his 3rd point of the game as he assists on Shin's. Him and Kyrou assist on Shin's power play goal, his 17th of the season, at the 19-minute mark. The Blues score 4 unanswered goals. Considering how bad they've been in the second period, that is just a fantastic. They are leading this game 4-2, heading into the third. My eyes are burning a little bit. Still there, Shags? Ah, he's muted. He must be on the phone. Miss you
Hey,
a
yeah,
little bit,
sorry, I'm
bud.
back. I'm back. Yeah, what's going on? What's on, guy?
All right. No, you're fine, man.
They said
Where
they
we
saw. They
at?
said they saw blood. There was blood on the thing. I think it was actually like teeth or something like that. So, he probably went in, got some dentistry work done down there, and done in his mouth, and he'll be back. Ryan, I'm just for you. Okay, that this is the background's just for you.
Yeah, no problem, man.
I like to please the crowd. That's my job.
Well, I mean, we'll see what it is. We don't know what it is yet. Oh, Ryan saying he appreciates the background. No problem. Oh, he took a puck to the face. That's what it was. I don't think he. No, they said he's not coming back. I don't think he's
Yeah,
coming back.
that's official. I don't think that's official.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that's official yet. I have right here like the. Let me see. So far, nothing. So far, nothing.
David has been passing great, man. Bush David just having himself a game.
He might be the next captain of this team.
It's going to be Thomas. Yeah, I've been looking at Twitter. I didn't see anything on Twitter from either the Blues
Yeah,
or
so far,
Rutherford.
no. Yeah, nothing yet.
No personal phone call, Shag.
Oh, no personal phone calls, dude. Yeah, it's actually I wouldn't. I usually my brother calls me every night, and we like go over all the sports of that day, and go through the good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ryan just praying over there.
Yep.
um,
Borrego's had a decent game. The world is ending. I like that darkness. Right?
I wish players would like tweet their update in the locker room.
Yeah.
Like, yo, just like getting my teeth done. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah. I'm with you, man. We got another like on here. Erickson Krieger. Hey, Erickson, how you doing, man? Thank you for putting that thumb in the air. We got good. We're getting better numbers. Numbers stay steady. I'm not growing, but I'm staying steady, so I'm happy with that.
Hey,
you know what, guys? I'm going to do a little of the third. I'm not going to do a lot of the third. And then I'm going to go. I really do need to be, do this work. I've got a short period of time to get these runs and get this bonus and, do the things I need to do. Besides, I'm enjoying the driving.
Guy, you a TV show guy?
Say again?
You're a TV show type of guy or not?
I can't hear you, Shags.
Are you a TV show type of guy?
TV show, yeah.
Yeah, what are you watching?
Well, I'm waiting on.
Yeah, you're waiting on what's his name, the
Ted Lasso.
You
Right?
doing anything else meanwhile?
No, I watched Mando last night.
Oh yeah, I watched that too. It's gonna be a great third season. My brother is actually right now he's in high school. He is not coming on one of these things. I would not trust him if he's got double my energy. I mean, if Guy would have to deal with two of me's, then I don't think he would be. I don't know. I don't know if he could deal with it because like I'll be nice about certain things and he won't. Hey Ashley, we could. Guy's doing okay. I'm keeping good watch on him.
Yeah.
He's all right.
No, I'm not doing a live stream from Uber. Not happening.
No, never. Only bad things happen when you do that.
Yep.
By the way, I'm just telling you one thing. You have to do absolutely maybe not a video, but you got to do some type of. You're gonna have to write a book eventually of like your Uber stories. Every single
because I don't have any good ones yet.
No, nothing yet.
The only one I got, like the worst one I've had yet was this lady that got in the car and started singing songs. And first of all, she couldn't sing, and then she started singing religious songs and without asking first, right? And that upset me. right? I've had. I guess the other one is I forced 4 Middle Eastern sailors to give me a $30 tip.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Well, I mean, they took the wrong ride. My car is an extended car. I have a flex, so I can have more than 4 people, but I can also have lots of luggage or stuff like that, right? Well, but they put so much stuff in my car that I felt I felt my car being sluggish.
Oh man,
right? I mean, it was way too much stuff, right? For my car, they could have not gotten what they put in somebody's regular trunk.
dude, what are they like? What are they like? Are you watching like the?
No, they went to Walmart and bought a bunch of supplies, right? And then they, wanted me to go to here and go to there and do this and do that. And I finally said, you know what, guys? I at one point I pulled over and said, you know what? Either I get a $30 tip or I'm stopping this ride. And the guy's like, well, wait a minute. I said, no, you took the wrong ride. I shouldn't even have took this ride because this is not an X, this is an XL. All the stuff
Dude,
you have.
Right? I just saw a guy on the Sharks video intermission report try smelling salts. He tried the smelling salts. Guy, we're going to do that with you.
Levo got hurt by his own guy.
Guy, we're doing that. You got to try the smelling salts.
Smelling salts, I've had that done before. I'm not doing that again.
Oh, come on. I need that live. I got to see Guy doing smelling salts. Hey, what do we do?
You might not be wrong, Jason. You might not be wrong.
You may not be right either.
Not happening. Not happening.
If Guy would see you even try something close to that, Guy's going to pull out his hockey stick, and you won't need a VJ anymore.
Jason says, Shaggy, he's right. I just want the third period to start. Just get the third period going. Right?
So do you think they should be extending that overtime?
Yeah, I do.
And by the way, they should take out the shootout, except for if after a 10-minute period, because I know a lot of teams. When you bring it to a shootout, you're not having like the better team of that day win. Meaning, the way a game works is if you play better than your opponent, you usually win the game, right? And the shootouts are just basically a talent show, and it's made for guys like Trevor Zegras, and it's made for guys that just are very good on one-on-ones, and that's not showing your talent and as good of a goalie that you can be.
I don't mind the shootout. I do think it should go back. I think it should be 10 minutes and 4-on-4. One of the reasons that the commissioner said that they didn't wanted to extend it 10 minutes because only your best players play, and it's going to tire them out and wear them out, and
that's why you got to make it.
But if you go to 4-4, you're going to force teams to not play the best players. They're going to force them to use the third and fourth lines. Well, that's what I want to see.
There is nothing like in the playoffs, the 5-on-5 overtime, sudden death. There is nothing like that.
Hold on, Brian. I got to say something. Brian and everyone else, that's enough. You guys have taken it too far. I'm getting upset now. Stop it. I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm done. I really am. I will start putting guys in timeout or I'll end the show. You've taken it too far. Thank you.
So I'm very no. You have to do what you have to do. I shouldn't have gone too far myself. How do you call it? You got to do 3-on-3 is you know what? I'll tell you like this: a 3-on-3 I don't mind. A 4-on-4, 10 minutes with shootouts like Robert's bringing up is a great idea. I think you need to you have to put in a room guys like McDavid. The one thing I like about McDavid over most stars is he's not too boastful about himself. You know what I mean?
He's not boastful about himself, but on the ice, it's all McDavid.
Correct. It is all himself, but let's not. Okay, when you when you see LeBron off the court, what he does,
Yeah.
when you watch guys that are the great players of their sport just walking around and doing what they do in a certain way where it's like, what are you doing? You're the greatest player of all time, possibly in basketball. Why are
Yeah.
you acting that way? Having a guy like McDavid, who is the best player in hockey right now, and he's being honest. He's right. When he says that the overtime is garbage, he's right. It is. It's in a sense, it's really the fact that you're playing a shootout after 5 minutes of 3-on-3 hockey, although it's a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah.
You know, you have no interest in seeing. I really have no. Do you know the Islanders have only won 2 shootout games in the past 2 years?
Say again?
The Islanders have only won 2 shootout games out of whatever amount they've
Wow.
played in 2 years. That has not, and they're not a bad team, but they're a team that are not made of a bunch of.
No, I don't mind the shootout per se. I would like to see it change a little bit. I'd like to see the shootout be something like a 3-on-2, right?
Well, what if we went like this? What if we made a 5-minute period? Sorry, a 10-minute period of 4-on-4, and then instead of a shootout, have 2-on-2.
No, I would like to see instead of the shootout, a 3-on-2 odd man rush, right? And
Well,
hold on, let me explain it. Right,
Yeah.
bucket center ice, defenseman on the blue line. They come. The 3 men can come in. They cannot. The puck cannot go back over the red line. Once it comes, it comes. Right. Once it's in play, it's in play. Like in a shootout. Remember when Brad Marchand went over the puck and that was the end of it? He lost it. Right. So they get the 3-on-2, and the 3-on-2 goes until the puck either goes over the red line. Why, Robert? You're not in timeout. You're not one of the ones that's in trouble. Or you score. Now, if you score, the other team gets the chance, and you do that until one team doesn't score.
How about this? How about we have a goalie shootout? The goalies shoot.
Nah.
Why not? You have to put a player in goal.
Right.
You got to put a player in goal.
Yeah, no, because he would automatically score because you couldn't stop that. You know, you don't have the pads in that.
How about this? We'll put Berube in goal.
I like that.
For every team in hockey. Every team in hockey puts Berube in goal just to get hit by
the problem with that is hockey is a physical game, and you will, by the time you get to the playoffs, you're not going to have your best players being your best players. That's why I don't think that you need the that's why I can't go sudden death until it's over. I mean, look at the playoffs, you know. Look what happens when you have a 3 or 4 overtime game. The next game is crap.
Well, I actually believe that there's a certain point in the season where, and your team's tired out or in back-to-backs, you know, in the NBA they rest big players, and in baseball they allow you on double headers to bring up extra players. I believe in hockey there should be a way to bring up one extra player on back-to-backs. On the second half of a back-to-back, you should be able to bring up an extra player. That would keep games a little more fresh and allow you to maybe sit a better player or to sit someone.
Well, here's the problem with that, okay? Let's say that you're on a back-to-back, but the other team isn't, and you have the one more player. Doesn't that give you a huge advantage?
No, because you can only bring up that player if you're sitting someone. Meaning, let's say I'm sitting, because you're not necessarily bringing up a player.
But they have that now. But they have that now.
Yeah, but what do you mean? Then they should have allowed the Rangers to bring up a player tonight. The Rangers played tonight with one less player.
Don't the Rangers have 23 players on their roster?
Nope, they don't.
But why not? Is that because of the cap?
No, because Lindgren is hurt, and Lindgren couldn't play.
Okay,
So
but
they
because
asked
of
for
the
an
cap.
emergency. So
Because
they
of the
asked
cap,
for
they
an
couldn't bring
emergency.
somebody in because of the cap. They can't put anybody on LTIR. They can put them on IR and open the roster space, but they don't have the cap
But
space. Well, that's on the Rangers.
that would end his season, right? No, so that's why they didn't let him bring someone up, because they said you did it to yourself.
Right. Now everybody's switching over to YouTube. Right. Well, game is back on. The Blues are still leading 4-2. Shots are 19-16 in favor of the Sharks. There's what, 25
Thomas is back.
seconds
Thomas is
gone
back.
in the first.
Thomas is back. Thomas is back.
Oh, he is?
Yep, Thomas is back. He's got a bloody face, whatever, a little bit. But
Okay.
yeah, he's back. He probably got some dental work done. He'll tell you after the game. He probably had some dental work done and or something like that, because he was bleeding from his mouth. So
I shared it in groups, Ryan. Jason, I put it in certain groups. I mean, I ask you guys to share it. I'll tell you where I want you guys to share it the most. To share it to your Facebook pages. You know, tag your friends. That's the way to do it. The groups, let me handle the groups for the most part, unless I tell you I didn't get to do it. But share it to your. Yeah, I mean, a lot of you have Blues friends. That's how this is going to grow. It's not going to grow from the groups. It's going to grow from word of mouth to you tagging your friends and telling your friends, come watch the show. It's really good. Da-da-da-da-da. I mean, okay, Facebook was lagging for Ashley. That's how the show's going to grow. Right? It's going to grow word of mouth. It's not going to grow through the groups. If it was going to grow through the groups, I wouldn't have been kicked out to all the groups. That's why the show hasn't grown. If the show was still in the big groups, I'd be huge. I'd have 150 people watching every game. Easily. But I don't. So I've been kicked out of the groups. There's nothing I can do about that now.
Yeah, I got to take out my apple crisp out of the oven.
No problem.
I'm cooking almost tons of times when I'm doing this with you.
Apparently, Levo and Thomas are both back, so that's good news.
Guy, you do any bacon or cooking?
Say again?
You do any bacon or cooking?
I can barely hear you, bud.
You do any baking or cooking?
Do I cook?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a decent cook.
Nice.
Yeah, we're still live, Danny, for a little while.
We'll see how well this third period goes. Maybe they could tag on some more and make it a blowout, and then the guy could just go do his driving.
Oh, that was a good getting in the lane. That was getting in the lane there by Blay. So both Levo and Thomas are back. I actually think it has too. I think Thomas is going to be the next captain. I'm dead set on that. I think it's a foregone conclusion. Right? It's like when I called in an article that I put out there, I called O'Reilly the de facto captain, and then the one of the writers uses the exact same statement. That's not something that gets used a lot, right? So I know he read my article, and then he used parts of it. So.
Well, you see the
listen, the guy compliments Sammy Blay.
Oh my gosh. You could tell when a team, even in a single game, is either feeling it or at least, doing something right, because you could see a certain pep in their step. They're moving around a little bit.
The second period helped it out. But if they don't have that goal explosion in the second, this third would have been as dead as the first. They only had 4 shots, or what was it, 5 shots in the first.
Right, but slow starts are sometimes what not every team starts off And no
They had,
team.
they had
I would
four.
say
Shag, they had 4 shots. 4 shots
right,
in the
but
first period.
I've seen games where you're the better team and you only have 4 shots.
Yeah,
You
well, we
know,
weren't the better
sometimes.
team.
Well, if you also have to realize like this, I've seen games where the Rangers specifically kept in the offensive zone for a while. They passed too much, and that's why they only had 4 shots. Sometimes you're just trying to do too much passing, and you should put more at the net. I mean, even if it's the lower percentage, at a certain point when you're just not, doing anything but like passing, and passing, you're not getting much through. You got to give them, you're supposed to really set up for that plays for the, for the future in the game for teams to sort of have to figure out what you're doing. Whatever it is, when the Capitals played with Ovechkin and they fake to him on that left wing and they go do something else, I mean, teams have to watch out for that because that they want to go to that left. Whoa.
I mean, the play has been better in the second. The play was better in the second. Oh, that was close.
What was with that stick? How did that break?
Say again?
How did that stick break?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
His stick broke just like right there and then, trying to send it down.
Then it was probably hit earlier.
Yeah, because that stick just snapped in a second. Oh my gosh, that's a scary moment for a player.
A lot of times those sticks snap like that. It's because they've been hit and they're chopped out later.
Oh my gosh. Okay, slow it down. Dude, oh my gosh. Sloppy play all over here.
What scares me is I've already seen it, and I wonder if anybody else has seen it. What do you see the Blues doing right now? I wonder if anybody sees it. I see it. I see elements of it, and I'm starting to see it more and more. Let's see if anybody catches what I'm looking at right now.
Well, they're holding on to the puck a lot. They're pushing the Sharks off the puck. The passings, they're trying to push that puck up the ice on like a sort of a faster pace, trying to get an odd man rush almost.
Jason Nichols knows what I'm talking about. They're in that prevent defense. They've gone into a prevent defense. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing signs of it. Right?
I mean, you have 4 men deep right now.
Yeah. No pushing the puck forward. No trying to get some offensive. They're in a prevent defense, and every time they do this,
trip.
They see it right there. Oh, now that better be a trip. That better be a trip.
That's an easy trip because he did the acting as well.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. I got to get something to drink.
All right, guys, time to party. I mean, you got to be impressed that you're playing in a game against the Sharks team that is not that great, and you're proving you're not the worst. It's a good thing. That's a good thing for a team to be able to put it out there that we're gonna be a hard team to play, even if you're not winning games and you're just being aggressive. And tell you a secret. Yeah, that's not going to be easy to tell you a secret. In the darkness. We'll see if they could get here 3 for 3 on the power play. The most important part tonight is the passing. I mean, they have gotten their passing going, which in past games I can't say was as good as this one. I think you also have to realize, and this is something I would want to bring up to Guy later on, but when you the same way as teams got new players and had to The same way as when you get new players, you have to create the chemistry between new players. When you lose players and you're redoing your lines completely, especially when you lost two of your main players, you're going to have to wait till your team gets back together. See, Guy believes only 5 games are going to be won. I believe at least 7 or 8, because I still believe that they're going to create a chemistry between whoever's there. The young players are going to learn to play with each other. Buchnevich and those guys are going to, create their lines with Kyrou and everyone. You're not going to be seeing as sloppy play for so long, because the same way as chemistry is built when you gain players, chemistry is built when you lose players. You learn to, whoever's there is going to have to learn to play even more. You're going to have that buildup, Okay,
prevent defense strikes again.
Yep, prevent defense. I think they should have kept to what they were doing before.
Yeah. I saw evidence of this right at the beginning of the period.
You know what? I'm not gonna put that really on the Blues. That was so basically number 23. I don't know. I didn't see who that is. He actually knocked away. So watch the play again. He was in front of the guy who scored. I didn't see who scored, but he was in front of him, and he pushed one of the Blues players' sticks out of the way. And that's why he couldn't come back to his man for that shot.
That was a shorthanded goal too.
Yeah, but you also have to realize that the two men were back, and one of them got pushed out of the way. It became a screen. I don't think that the blue player actually. I don't think the Blues player was actually able to get back, because one of the Sharks had pushed him that was in the front, creating a screen.
I'd have to look at it again.
Yeah, watch that again. He. Let me see if I could pull it up here on Twitter. I just want to explain to you why that sometimes you can't just jump to conclusions right there with oh no, they gave it up, because that was bad that they got it back. But here, no, not it.
Sorry, so I had to get something to drink. My throat was drying out on me. So.
Oh yeah, I was drinking before.
I figured you could handle it.
Oh, I can handle it. Believe me.
You can see that. Look at this play. There's no pushing of the puck, even on the power play.
So you got to see Lawrence when he came down the other way. Are you kidding me? Okay. I mean, Lawrence was coming from behind, 2 guys pushing right there. I mean, it's a ridiculous shot by Lawrence. Oh my gosh. And he's on the 4th line.
Where did you see that goal at? They're not showing it on the San Jose one.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it again also to try to put it up for you. Because Lawrence came around two guys, and then he didn't even see the goal. He didn't even see the goalie's net. I don't know how he got that shot in, or he was just sending it to the net. It just to send it to the net. They haven't even put it on Twitter yet. I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
I would still try to find it over here.
Oh, well, that's an easy one. The Rangers are. Rangers by far. Right? I mean, the Blues, every time they get this 2-goal lead, and this is why I have such an issue with coaching, because when it happens over and over and over and over again, that's not players, that's coaching. That's what coaching staff wants. And they're putting in a system, and they're putting in something that doesn't work, and then they're blaming the players for it. They're going into a prevent defense because that's what the coaching staff wants, because they do it every single time. If the coaching staff did not want a prevent defense, they would not be doing it every single time. They would not be sitting back.
I got the goal here. 1 second. I got the goal here.
Okay.
Figure out if there's a way for me to here.
Where's it at?
Let me see 1 second.
Oh, here it is. I'm watching it now. I'm watching it now. So I can't play it because I'll get a copyright strike, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, so watch this. So as they bring the puck, right? So when he comes down, so you have Lawrence with the puck. He has in front of him number 47, right? And number 23, watch what number 23 does in the middle. He comes in and knocks number 47 to that left. You see what he did over there? He knocked Krug to the left. And now both Blues players went for the puck, which is correct. You knocked the puck away from him, right? And then he comes around both players. And by the way, they both have their
no, you know what? This is on Buchnevich. That's Buchnevich there. Buchnevich should be taking the man out, and Buchnevich is on the puck when Krug should be the one on the puck.
No, I mean, Buchnevich went to that puck correctly because, the problem here is that Krug did not follow the guy that leaked through.
But he shouldn't have, because Krug, look here, Krug has.
Could I share a picture instead I could share a picture, or that's going to be also a problem?
No, a picture I don't get a copyright. Okay, video so I do.
Let me see if I could. Let me see if I could somehow grab a picture here.
Because I'm looking at it here, Shags, and Krug has the shooter. Buchnevich should have the trailer. Well, he's not really a trailer. He's even.
1 second.
Buchnevich should have that player.
Okay, so I'm going to show you something right here. And I'm going to explain to you hockey for a second.
All right, I disagree here with you. I think that's on Krug. Krug on Buchnevich. Krug had the shooter and should have stayed with the shooter, but he doesn't. He breaks away, and Buchnevich goes to the shooter. If Krug stays on the shooter, he doesn't have that room.
Okay, so do you see my screen here?
There we go.
Here?
Yeah.
Okay, so right here, you see this? Right here?
I'm just showing that you should be able to see what's on the screen.
Everyone sees me?
All it is the BlueNote fan report, and then your screen over and over again.
Yeah, I'm not sure why it's doing that. Okay, 1 second. I have a better idea I'm gonna do.
Right.
I have a better idea. I'm gonna actually make this very good. 1 second. I'm gonna do this because there's a way to just share a slide. So I'm just gonna share my slide and I'm gonna save this picture.
Danny, I could see it. No, I looked at that play. I looked at it, Shags, and for me, hold on, Shag.
Don't worry, I'm not doing anything. Okay, it's not really letting me.
I got you covered. Hold on a sec.
Yeah, I know that. I got
look here, Shag.
Okay, yeah.
Can you see?
So go later in the clip. Go
Right
later
here.
in the clip. Go
Right
later in the
here.
clip because okay. So
Hold
here,
on. This is Krug. This is Bushnevich. Right?
okay. So
Krug
here's
is
where
on the shooter.
right.
Bushnevich is on the trailer.
Okay.
Right? So that's what you got. You got Krug. Krug should be on the shooter. Bushnevich on the trailer.
Now watch how Krug. Now
Hold
watch
on, hold
as
on.
the play moves on. Krug goes to the shooter. Krug has to follow the guy to the net to make sure the leak doesn't happen. That he doesn't get.
Now hold on. Right here. Oh, let me come back. Right here. Now Krug is definitely on the shooter. Bushnevich is on the trailer.
Right, but Krug is in better position to follow the trailer.
But if Krug follows the trailer,
Bushnevich is in position to follow the
Bushnevich being
shooter.
picked. Bushnevich is being picked.
Correct, but if Krug would have then moved back down even a little bit towards the trailer, correct, and then Bushnevich came around, there was no longer a pick.
It actually stays a pick. Hold on.
It doesn't. He doesn't pick him that long. He keeps going in.
But just by him going in, it's still a pick. Because you can look here. See? He's still going in. Bushnevich is still concentrating on the shooter. You have two guys concentrating on the shooter. Right? You have two guys concentrating on the shooter, and then the guy that should stay with the shooter. I don't care what Bushnevich does here. I care what Krug does.
Okay, but I want to show you something here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Right now, Krug should not leave that shooter. Krug should not leave the shooter. Krug is right there on the shooter, right? I'm changing. Originally, I thought this was on Bushnevich. My issue is Bushnevich.
Here. 1 second.
No, let
me show you something.
it's hard for me for a second.
Okay, right here. You see right here. You have the trailer. Okay, you see the trailer right here, and Bushnevich went in for him. If you see where Krug has not moved since the beginning of the play. Krug has just stood there. Okay, Krug's stick. In fact, if you look exactly right here.
Hold on. I see what you're saying, Shag, but I think you're looking the view that you have. I'll show you something here in a second. I see the view you're looking at, but I'll show you something right here.
Okay.
Let me put this back in. So that's the view you're looking at. You're looking at it from back. I'm looking at it from here, right?
Right, but you can't see.
Krug is pulling away from the shooter off. The trailer doesn't matter. These two guys on the shooter, if you stay on the shooter, if you stay on the shooter, let me go a little bit further. All right, I'm going a little bit further. Right now, what happens is you'll see it right here. See where Krug is now?
Right.
He's given the shooter all this room. If Krug stays there and Bushnevich hits him, there's no shot.
I hear what you're saying over there.
There's no shot.
If Bushnevich, even if Bushnevich, pushes his arm a little bit, that shot's not going in.
Yeah. Right?
I see.
To me, that's why I say this is more on Bushnevich than it is on Krug.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Right?
It's more on Bushnevich, but I still feel like you can't put that one on Grice at all. So.
No, I mean, but it's a shorty that he should have gotten.
That's
right?
not right. Should have. I mean, that's hard.
See, now Ryan Green goes, I'm only going to pay attention to my point of view. You guys, see, this is something I want you guys to understand. When I bring out a point of view like that, I'm backing my point of view up. Nothing against you guys, but a lot of times I hear, Guy, you're wrong, but no one backing up why they think I'm wrong.
Well, 1 second. At the end of the day, you do realize that that's exactly the fun of talking sports.
Yeah.
Is Guy and me literally breaking down a play to see if which way we thought it's getting broken down. I'm not,
pocket and scores the Blues' 5th goal to make it 5-3 on their 20th shot.
And I'm calling game.
I heard you completed your opinion. No, I mean, Shag, I heard what you were saying.
Right. No,
Right?
I don't know why people think that when two people are sitting here and arguing, even if we don't even see each other's point of view right away. I mean, are you kidding me? Like that was so much fun. Just breaking down a play. You kidding me? That's so much fun.
All right.
If I would tell if I would tell StreamYard to create something, I would actually love if they would create where you could add not a person, but like how like you could add a third person, so you have the third screen. The third screen should be what you have, and like you could actually break down a play on it. That would be really cool.
Oh yeah. No, I think well, first of all, highlights that are posted on Twitter are actually free use.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
And not only that, any news organization should be allowed to use them. Now, this isn't us showing live sport. They were showing and I brought this up to the NHL. I brought it up to them. I tried to get permission to show highlights, and I got told no.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, don't they fall into free use? And they said, well, you're not media. You gave me a media pass. Right? And so we should be allowed to show that and break it down in video form without getting a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think the NHL's so wrong on that,
I think that also the problem is that it should be easier to access content.
You're not, as long as you're not showing, to me, as long as you're not showing live, it's free use. Right? It's free use. Now, I understand with the Olympics, right? When the Olympics are like in Europe or in Asia and they're happening like way before when everybody's watching them, and why they don't allow them to show the video because they want you to watch it live or watch it when it's being shown. I understand that. But here it is. What we're showing is, first of all, something that's been posted freely that anybody can watch. Well, that's great. Then you should be able to share it. You should be able to share that video and watch it on your show. It's not live. It's a replay, and it should be allowed. But if I had the money and a lawyer, I'd sue the NHL for the right to show these highlights on shows like this. Because I think we'd win. I think we'd absolutely win. Anyone would agree that this is free use. Once you post it, it's not live. You're not showing something live, right? But the way that they handle this is wrong. And I've asked for express written. I've gone and asked for permission and get told no. Well, I'm media, not to us. You're not. Well, that's not for you to decide.
Hey, look, you're not, unless you're making 6 digits. They're not giving you nothing.
If I am doing something that is for fans, that shows them that, this show is media. It's no different than a radio show, no matter where it's at. It's still media. Right? And that's why I have a huge issue with the NHL on this.
That is Jordan Kyrie's 17th multi-point game of the season, and Buchnevich's 7 points in the last 4 games.
Yeah. Buchnevich is really, since these trades, has really been going. Right, really been going. I ended up staying on the whole game for you guys instead of driving. I still got to go get my 9 runs, so I have to work till like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning to get my 9 runs for you guys. Just remember that.
Don't worry, I'll be up for that.
That's my time, buddy. That's 1 o'clock my time. That's like 3 in the morning. You're tired. 1 o'clock. That's like then. 6 in the morning.
I can.
Oh, you got a small kid, so your kid's probably up early.
That's right. That's right. Also, he wakes up sometimes.
Well, I mean, the good thing is that goal by Pitlick kind of helps the prevent defense, but I didn't hear Shaggy say why he had to go. I don't know if he's coming back or not. But no, Yeah, I don't want to take this the wrong way. I don't want you guys to take it the wrong way. I try and back up my opinion. This is what I see, and this is why I see it, or how I see it. Right? So I will listen to your opinion. I'll gladly listen to your opinion. Just like Shaggy, what Shaggy tried to do. Shaggy tried to show me something. And he said, see this. Well, and I told Shaggy, okay, I see what you're saying, but from your angle, let's switch that angle. Let's look at this different angle. And when we look at it at a different angle, Shaggy goes, okay, guy, now I see what you're saying.
Right.
Right? I saw what Shaggy was saying. I saw where Shaggy was putting that on Krug. And I partially put it on Krug. But my biggest part of this is that Bushnevich did not make the hit. If Bushnevich and Krug gets away from the guy, if Krug and Bushnevich stay on him, the trailer doesn't matter because he's not going to be able to pass that puck. He's not going to be able to do him. And hitting him at that point was absolutely fine. Both of them were within 2 steps. Either one of them could have hit him and taken him off that puck. And that wouldn't have been considered any interference. Just whack his ass. Hit him. Put his body on him. Right? You do that, and there's no way he puts that puck in the net. Kapanen gets his first goal as a Blue Note. It's an empty netter, but it seals this game 6-3 with 2 minutes, 57 seconds to go.
Yo, dude, Kapanen is happening.
Kapanen's happening?
No, Kapanen is
I like
happening.
that.
Kapanen is happening.
I don't know what he's going to bring to the Blues.
Hey, but if he brings that type of deflection play, I mean,
yeah,
that's important. That was a big one right there because you've seen it before.
It's a good win. I mean, they you know, this is one of the 5 wins that I said they would get.
There you go. You have 4 more to go.
And but it's one they needed, but it's also against one of the worst teams in
hockey.
In hockey, you know, they're a team that's below them in the standings. It's not like they're, you know,
hey, dude,
one of the high-end teams.
The Sharks are in the deep sea, literally.
Right. LA on Saturday. We're not winning 12 games the rest of the way out. I said from the O'Reilly trade on, which was 28 games left, we wouldn't win 5.
Right.
You think we'll win 12? We've already lost a bunch of them since then.
I have 8 or 9.
I don't think it'll be that high. I just don't.
I will in fact tell you. I will in fact tell you which games they'll win. I think they will. Let's see. They will beat the Coyotes. They will beat the Sharks again. Okay, so that's 3 wins. They're going to beat the Capitals. That's 4 wins.
No, we're not going to beat the Capitals. We're not beating the Capitals.
Yes, you will. Believe me, though, you'll beat the Capitals. The Red Wings, back-to-back, you'll win one of those. That's 5. You'll beat the Ducks. That's 6. The Blackhawks, 7. There you go. I would be right. Between 7 to 9 wins.
Well, I just don't see it.
And by the way, besides for that, your last game of the season is against the Predators. That could be 8 wins.
We have 2. Our last games of the season is we have home and home against Dallas.
All right. So I'm saying you got against the Predators. That's 9 wins. I mean,
we won't win against the Predators.
Oh, come on.
We won't win either game against Dallas unless they're – the only way we win one of those games against Dallas is if they're secured in their playoff spot and they rest everybody.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to run now. I'm going to run now, guy, all right?
Say again?
I'm going to run now. I got to go. But,
okay, man.
But yeah,
I'm going to be going.
Awesome.
I'm going to be going in a little bit myself.
Yeah, that's why I don't feel bad going now.
Okay, bud. Take it easy,
all right,
man.
have an awesome night. You too. Have a good weekend.
You too, buddy. Well, I've got about 46 seconds. Once this game's over, I'm probably going to crap away, man. Blues win 6-3. Get goals from Parayko, Kyrou, Brown, Shin, Pitlick, and Kapanen. Bushnevich has a 4-point night. great. Bushnevich has a 4.9. I wish you could have put one in. Bushnevich will be one of the 3 stars. I think Alexandrov might. Shin's got 2 points, goal and assist. It's going to be Bushnevich is the number 1 star, and I don't know who. It'll probably be Lawrence, who got the shorty, is one of their stars. 6-game winless streak is snapped. It's not going to be 12, man. It will be closer to 5 than it will be 12. Right? It will be closer to 5 than it will be 12. I guarantee you that. Well, guys, they needed that win. It was a good win for Grice. Maybe it helps get him traded. I don't know. I'm going to call it a night, get something to eat, and then go drive. Guys, enjoy you. See you on Saturday. Same time I was tonight, 5 p.m. my time, 9 p.m. St. Louis time. I'll be there. You be there. Danny, enjoy your tacos. Have a great time, guys. I love you all. This is Guy the White Blues fan saying hello, mahalo, and you got to know I'm doing what?
Hawaii Blues fan, we're bleeding blue with you.
Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues! Let's go Blues!